Hey guys, welcome back to another Gwent video. I know it's been some time since the last one, but I've been focusing on uploading some Let's Plays. I'm uploading the Let's Play for Immortal Phoenix Rising second DLC, and It Takes Two, which is a phenomenal game. But yeah, I'm back to playing some Gwent, so obviously with patch 8.4. Nothing much changed, like it was not a big patch. I think 8.5 is going to be the massive one. But yeah, one of the buffs that did come in 8.4 was the buff to Succubus. Succubus is now a 5 strength card, and I think that this actually makes this card pretty competitive. Not tier 1 maybe, but I think maybe a solid tier 2 deck is out there for this card. So for those who don't know what this card does, it is a 5 for 5 Death Wish. At the end of your turn, if there is another Succubus in your graveyard, summon self from your graveyard to a random row and gain Doomed. Adrenaline 3, don't gain Doomed. So essentially this card is like a bronze Ruehin. Kind of similar. Ooh, if I can spell it, that is Ruehin. There you go. Yeah. It's kind of like this card, except obviously much cheaper, but it does have a lot more setup required. So you need to ensure that you have one Succubus in the graveyard, so that your subsequent Succubus which are consumed are come out automatically. And secondly, you don't want them to get doomed because obviously you want to cycle them. And so playing them at Adrenaline 3 and consuming them is another necessity. Oof. Looks like that guy died. At least he went out with a bang. But yeah, so we're running a pretty... so the deck, to complement the Succubus, we're running a bunch of Deathwish cards and, of course, Haunt. Haunt is going to be a massive tempo play for us in this deck. Running Overwhelming Hunger to have a bunch of consumes. Urn of Shadows is a fantastic stratagem with Harpy Egg. It plays for 6 points there. If not, we have Foglet as well to thin it out. We're also running Yrden. Now the reason I'm running Yrden is mainly for deck choice. I was going up against a lot of Dwarf decks. I even went up against a Symbiosis deck and Assimilate decks, and Yrden is just so invaluable against them. It's crazy. Heatwave as well. Just these two are deck options. You can probably remove Yrden and put in Naglfar and then upgrade something else. I think that's actually a much better way to go. Igern, we're running the Osril package, so Igern, Osril, and Goliath. Deathlef High Vampire, fantastic Deathwish card. Maruna. Doldilog gives us another Succubus, and if we do need, we can also play a Chimera if needed. We do have like if you stack the Succubuses or if you consume a Foglet, then there's always, you know, like a rare play where you might need that for tempo, you know. But Doldilog just gives us another Succubus, which is really nice. Karen for 3 consumes works well with our High Vampire, our Succubi, and our Harpy Eggs. 2 Barghests, running 2 Harpy Eggs. We're also running Larva. This is an important round 1 card because it ensures that we have some sort of value in round 1, and that's Thrive, right? Playing a naked Succubus feels really bad. It's just a 5 on the board, so with Thrive it just feels a little bit better. 2 Noonwraiths, Foggles for thinning, 1 Endrega Warrior, and we're also running 2 Fiends. This card gets a surprising amount of value in this deck, considering we run so many Deathwish cards. It's actually a decent card here. And running 2 of them actually has given me a pretty decent amount of value. So, with that said, this is the deck. And we'll get into some games with this. If you guys do want to try this out, the deck list will be in the description. And if you guys do find like a more optimized version, a more competitive version of this deck, do let me know. I'll definitely try to play that out as well. But I do guarantee you this. I guarantee you this, that Succubus now is a competitive card that will be seen in certain monster decks because of the value it can give you. I think it's actually a very good card. Do I think it's tier 1? Again, no. I think it's going to be tier 2. Once we get the optimized version of this deck. But yeah, I'm loving the fact that this card exists, and it also has some very good voice lines, by the way, so you might catch some of them in this gameplay. So with that said, if you guys do enjoy the video, please show your support, subscribe for future content, and yeah, let's get into some games. Okay, so first matchup is against Mahakam Forge. All right,
there'll be nothing to pick up.
So we're going up against Dwarves. How do we do against Dwarves? Obviously, we don't want a long round. Larva's nice. We don't have any Deathwish cards in this hand, so we get rid of you. That's 1. We get rid of 1 Barghest. And I think This plays for 1, 2, 3. I think we get rid of a fiend. Okay, 2 succubuses or succubi. So we'll. Oh, this is unfortunate. This is just bad here, right? Yeah. I might have to commit haunt. Not drawing into a harpy egg or a foglet really sucks. Especially against dwarves, because these guys can play high tempo very quickly, right? Once they stack a row up. Zoltan's company, alright. I think I commit the haunt right now. Dwarves do run heat waves, so I'm expecting this to be heat wave immediately if he has it. If not, he probably goes for Munro. Yeah, there's Munro. Play this out into the Barghest. Get one of them, nice. And do we end the turn there? And then we play the Succubus next. There is a first Dwarf Berserker.
Relax.
There we go. Do this. And we just wait, I guess. Actually, I can do this. I can eat this, and then I can do this. He goes for Xavier, alright. He has to play several points. Does he make this in 2 cards? If he makes 20 points in 2 cards, he has to make 18 points, minus 2, 16 points in 2 cards, I think. I'm getting 1, so 17 points in 2 cards. If he does, it sucks, because then he gets the long run, right? I think I just commit the Goliath. Or we can go for the Night Wraith first. Sorry, Noon Wraith. This plays for 9 points, so... Okay, we ping the armor. It's not the most useful ping, however. Just because he just plays another dwarf, right? There's the second dwarf in Berserker. Guard plays for 9. So I take the pass now. He's getting 6 points passively. So there's the volunteer for 8. Yeah, he has to go card now, which is good for me now. He's quite behind actually. I'm not sure. I mean, I assume he has a guard in his hand, which plays now for 11. Which should be enough, right? With all the passive pings that passive points he's getting. Tempering is still not enough, my friend. There's leader charge. That will be enough now. Okay. Alright, alright. So we lose this round, but we do have guard advantage, and he has committed his leader charge as well. That's really good for me, actually. We've also got 1 Succubus in the graveyard. Detlef Hirewamper, there's the egg. There's another Barghest. So we mulligan the Barghest. Igorn. For the dry pass, I guess we just drop the warrior. We have Heatwave for his brew. He's playing. Okay. Okay. If he has Heatwave, he Heatwaves this. And then we have Goliath as well. I'm not afraid to come in Goliath this round as well. We obviously have Yrden. There's Justice into what exactly? Guard is very low tempo. It's Defender is not buff, so this is low tempo. So I can play the Harpy Egg safely now. Yep. point, get enough to take it by 1. Then we play the Barghest. That's the Dennis Cranmer. This Heat Wave plays for 7. This gives us the pass as well. He goes for his first Oneiromancy. Alright. Into Bruverhoog. We go for the Heat Wave on this. Let's get to work. So leader ties us. So I guess it's fine. That's fine. We can take the pass with this Barclay. We can take Goliath now. This is a 5-point play. Guard. Alright, he's committed his entire hand. So we just play Higher Vampire now. And that should be more than enough. Yep. Nice. So we have a Succubus and an Endrega Warrior. Hoping to draw into Osril. Doldilock would be nice as well. Barghest is... okay, that's perfect. And Erden as well, nice. So we get rid of the Warrior. Karen. I think we get rid of the Barghest. Larva, alright. So we play this out first. So he doesn't have much left, right? He has another guard. He has one more guard. He's played both of these. There's the defender. There we go. These voice lines are so fun. Like, you don't get to hear them a lot. This is actually one of the first times I've heard them ever since I started playing, you know, that card. So there we go. We set up another consume. Fair enough. I think this is a Heat Wave. No, it's Zoltan. This is 8 plus 1 plus 2. That's nice. We win. Perfect. We beat Dwarves with this weird ass deck that I just made. Our opponent, for some reason, thought he could bleed us out successfully. Again, I mean, this is monsters. It's almost always difficult to bleed them out unless you're sure what kind of deck they're running. But yeah, a very successful first game. Alright, let's jump into another one. Alright, second game against Onslaught Skellige. Ooh. You don't see this every day. So this could be Madoc, which with our Maruna we could actually, you know, do some big damage with. Alright, so we have one consume. I don't think we need the Karen. 2 fiends. These both play for 1, 2, 3. I think we get rid of 1 fiend. Barghest is nice. I think we get rid of the warrior now. Alright, there's a Succubus, nice. So start off with the larva. Might set up a boat or something. I'm expecting this to be Madoc though. Onslaught suggests Madoc to me. Though it could also be, you know, funky as on crate. Oh, that's perfect for me. So I think I go for Maruna into leader. There we go. And then we'll play out the Fiend. Fiend plays unfortunate. So Fiend actually plays for decent. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 7-point Fiend, which is not bad at all actually. Doldilock will put Jägern on top. So he goes for Herkia, alright.
God save us. He's a madman.
So our Urn of Shadows is going to be played on the Foglet, which will be the next turn, right? It's on Thrive Curve. Is there any reason to commit Haunt this round? I don't think so. I don't want to, especially against Skellige. This is Great Sword, alright. Lead a charge onto the Fiend or the Ekimara. There it is. So I think we just go for the Foglet now. Use the Urn of Shadows on that. That was an 11-point play. He passes, alright. So we didn't commit much. We did commit one leader charge and suck Miruna. He committed a Herkia. So I guess we trade down again in the first round, but we do win it, which is always important, right? Alright, so we don't need you. And I think we're gonna push here. We get rid of the Succubus for the Fiend. So I think we're going to push. I think I want to bleed him out. Go for the short round 3. Probably commit Haunt as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 death wishes in our hand. So we play out Fiend first. Yrden is not great against Skellige, obviously. There's the second Great Sword. So this isn't Matic, this is a warrior deck, looks like. So I think I commit Haunt now, right? Consuming Goliath gives me what? What would I pull out of him? Let's go for the Haunt. Like, this could be an ice deck as well. And so I could pull a Yatta with this, which wouldn't be the best, but it's not, she's not there for round 3, right? So alright, so I play my scenario. What does this make him commit? Because he's obviously now concerned about the push. There's Skjordal, okay.
We'll fight for the last bloody drop in our veins.
Play out Goliath, and then we play Barghest to consume this. And then we'll finish off the scenario with the Succubus, so we can set that up. We can send this to the graveyard at least, and play out the Night Wraith, consume that with Barghest. We have Dominance. It's pretty certain we should keep it, unless he plays this Raiding Fleet into, I assume, the second on-crate Longship. There's the lead charge. He's trying to deny my... So we play this out.
Relax.
There we go. So his greatsword doesn't grow anymore. This might just be my pass if he doesn't... How much is Morkwag here? Morkwag plays for 5 plus 6, 11 points. Yeah, Morkwag is actually enough because of the bleeding. He goes to the Brokwa Hunter though. Is there ever a reason to commit the Heatwave here? Heatwave is 10 points, 9 because of this. Doldilog could be my... Could be a Chimera, because I do go to Adrenaline for... Chimera plus for 7, minus 1, 6. Could be another Succubus as well. Actually, no. No, that'd be a bad idea. You want to play Succubus in round 3 then. Do I go for the long run against Skellige? It'd be an 8-round long, right? It'd be 8 rounds. I assume he has Herald in hand. I think we just take... Let's go for Heatwave. Let's get rid of that. I'm actually thinking of consuming the Goliath just to mill him. Get rid of some powerful card. It could even be his Herald in his deck, right? We know he's playing Devotion, so He's definitely running a like a warrior list with Onslaught. Blood Eagle probably comes down now, his first one at least. He's hovering over the rat. There's the Blood Eagle. Into the second Brockbar Hunter, okay. Okay. So this puts him at 16, I got 25, he pings once, so this goes, I go to 23. Is there any reason to... You know what, just for the video's sake, I think I want to consume the Goliath. I think I want to do it. You know what, let's have some fun. Alright, let's do it.
Oh,
Get rid of the Bear Witcher, the Bear Witcher, alright. So it's not worth it in the end. You know what? For the video, memes are always fun, and that was a meme play. So he has a ping here. He's definitely gonna... That play is definitely gonna give him, you know, a card. Help him maintain his card. So playing on an 8 means that he's not Yatta, so he's not iced. Or he has Yatta in hand. There's the Oncrit Marauder, plays for 6 plus 1, that's 7. So I think now I just want to just throw in the cards, right? There's literally no point. Just to bleed him out now at this point. Just make... Because Doldilog we save for the next round. We could play Doldilog now and guarantee Igorn comes on top. But this does give us a Succubus next round, which is important because we don't guarantee drawing into this one. So I think we'll save Doldilog, we'll just play out the next Noon Wraith. This is a 7-point play because of this. Honestly, I think we've lost this one, yeah. Not looking good for me. There's Vabion into... He has Bloodthirst too, so that's Cutting Slash, yeah, there you go. This puts me at 30. What can I get him to commit? Okay, I assume this is Harold, Mokvag. What else could it be? Devotion, so Harold, Mokvag, and... Not sure. But, okay, he's deciding, which means this is... Hjalmar, okay. There's the Great Sword, I assume. Yeah, he goes for the Great Sword, alright. So we just take the pass. His Harold Res is going to be on the Marauder or the Hunter. So I would like to draw Oswald, obviously, Higher Vampire, and Igor. Igor probably dies straight away. Or I guess this is bad. That's fine. So we get rid of you. That's just fine, actually. That's actually pretty good. I have 2 consumes here. 2, 4. I think we just have to keep this. I think the egg is... You know, I'm gonna risk it. Larva. Oof. Oof. This is a definite loss. Definite loss. Might just play Igor in second last. Never mind, here's Marauder. Raider, sorry. One leader charge, not 2. I forgot I used the 1 in the first round. Yeah, we're gonna lose this, unfortunately. That consume definitely lost us the play. If I had taken the pass, I probably had a better chance. There's the second Blood Eagle onto Harold. Nope. This just wipes out my board. Nice. Alright, I'm just gonna save this second last, you know. If it dies, it dies.
I'm just a sexy little cog in a fucked up machine called life.
Yes, you are, Succubus. Yes, you are. Come on, dude, drop your Herald. We know you have it in hand. You're a Skellige player. You have a passive that allows you to draw perfectly. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I've lost this. I threw the game once I consumed the Goliath. But you know what? Again, guys, I did it for the video. I did it for the video. Opponent is deciding. There's the Herald. This Acorn just dies. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Up and at 'em, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead. I promise you a quick death.
Alright. There you go, buddy. Well played, Mr. Opponent. Well played. There it is. So I assume his last cut is Morkvog, right?
Burn the holes, fell the trees, anything shiny, plunder!
That's alright, you know. Go to 22.
I don't have a dirty mind. Just one hell of an imagination.
I think it would actually been fine passing had we not consumed the Goliath then. I'm just trying to think, right? Like, obviously he has a lot of pings. Yrden's useless. Come on, Mr. Opponent, you already won. No need to waste my time. You know, not... okay, there's the Morkbog. Yes! That's fine. Do I GG Mr. Opponent for wasting my time then? You know what? Sure, why not? So, I'm just trying to think. I think the winning play there would have been to pass instead of consuming the Goliath on that turn, right? And then Oswald potentially would have been my last play. If I had drawn Oswald. I wasn't drawing Oswald either way anyway, was I? Yeah, this was a difficult matchup. And especially Yrden, because Yrden sucks against Skellige, right? They don't have boosted units. Yeah. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, let's jump on into one last game. Okay, game number 3 against another Skellige. This time it is an Alchemy deck.
Of an uncrate.
This Beast deck maybe? Interesting deck though. So definitely probably going against the scenario. So be careful about that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Death Wishes in hand. We have the we need, yeah, we have Karen into this. Get rid of you. Not a huge fan of this hand actually. I think I'm mulliganing you into the egg. That's nice. Not the biggest fan of this hand, but let's see how it goes. Mask of Ouroboros, obviously some sort of discard package is being run. Burner into Morkvog / Skirmishers. Swallblood Priest, okay.
Accept our sacrifice!
So I think I just accept the fact that I'm going to lose this round, so I just play slow. We'll play enough cards to kind of threaten the fact that, because we can always take with, get ahead with Igorn, right? Igorn is a lot of points. So next play is going to be Fiend, Dire Bear. Ooh. That's an annoying card, but we get out round 1, which is nice actually. Though he might have Succubus, right? The thing is, this is not going to get boosted as well, so that's good for us. So this engine is dead. He's just losing points at this point. I'm not sure if he knows this interaction, but this denies boost on this row and the opposite row. Mr. Ray 4451, or maybe he does know, but he really was worried about the Intriga Lava points, right? There's a Scald, so I assume into the second Skirmisher. Nope, into a Savage Bear, alright. So we set up... Do I play Haunt? Is there a reason to play Haunt round 1? I don't think so. I think I want to save my Haunt for his scenario. I might just play Karen this round though. Oh, okay. I think he finally realized he's losing points. Alright. Okay. I guess yeah, I think he realized that he screwed up his Savage Bear. Or Dire Bear, sorry. Alright, you know what? Let's find another final game, because obviously that was too short. Okay. Alright, so we're going against another OH. This could be V, but it could also be Deathwish. I have seen Deathwish become more popular on the ladder, so... two Barghasts, and this one here, we only need one Consume, get rid of you, we have Haunt in hand, I think we get rid of the Larva, get rid of the Karen as well. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we start off with the Larva. If this is V, I think we need to somehow win round 1, right? Necker suggests we. It does. Play out the Fiend, then play out this Fiend, and then play the Egg out into Urn of Shadows. Yeah, this is V. This is on Aeromancy. Into Haunt. Do I commit my Haunt now? There's no rush yet for it, right? I think I definitely have to save, because yeah, this is V, right? Or is this? Yeah, there it is. That's V. So yeah, I think we're going to lose this round on even. We accept that fact. So he played his first on Aeromancy. What does Aeroquix pull out? Pulls out our... Oh, it pulls out a Yrden... No, wait. It pulls out a Yrden. Oh, we have to take the pass. We have to take the pass. Alright, I'm taking the pass now. The reason for this is I do want to have Yrden in my hand. I think I just take the pass now. I think I... Yeah, I just take the pass. It does let him bleed us in round 2, which would suck, but I need to have Yrden in my hand. It's very important. Hopefully you draw this. Because then his Hiwaraquox pulls out our Haya Vampire, or our Aegern, right? Either way. That's Goliath. There's Aegern. Alright, I want Yrden in my hand. That's Yrden, perfect. So what is this? Quacksplat now? Karen? No, it pulls out Haya Vampire, perfect. So do we keep this hand? I think we can rid of you. Wow. Okay. Just draw all our best goals. I guess it... Oh, no, it pulls out Oswald then. Hopefully it pulls out Maruna. Daldi Lock. So he's... You don't... Okay, he's playing Succubus himself.
I don't have a dirty mind. Just one hell of an imagination.
So I can just set up mine, but no need to. I think I just play out Foglet. Come on, there you go. So he's playing a V Succubus deck. Very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I think this shows that Succubus is definitely a viable card now. There's this V, so into Overwhelming Hunger, I assume. There it is. So we just play our Barghest. Pulls that out. And then if he passes now, we commit Noonwraith, right? How many Deathwish here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can still play 2 of these cards before we have to commit Haunt. So he still has Onero. There's a second Onero into Slizzard. Unfortunately, no Heat Wave for me, but we do have Yrden, so... So I think I commit the Haunt now. Or we can play... Actually, we can play Aegern first. There's the Whispering Hillock into V. V is going to be So V goes back as a 16, right? I'm just trying to think of Goliath plays. So I think we commit Unseen, Higher Vampire here. Mata pulls out his V. This gives us our Drago Warrior. Not the best. There we go. We do take the lead with this. He still has a Warrocox, though considering he's running Daldu Lock, he might not run a Warrocox. Because where do you replace the provisions, right? There's V 16 now. So we're not too far behind. We can play this now.
It's not that I'm always waiting. It's you who does.
So if you need to get dominance, yeah, we're pretty far from dominance at this point. But yeah, Earden was important to draw. And the reason I'm running Earden again is because I've been going up against a lot of Assimilate Dwarves, so, you know. So he sets that up, so I assume he has another Succubus in hand, right? This is 24 plus 4 is 28. Does give me dominance. We just play this. So I think he has replaced Warrocox with Daldu Lock. Because Warrocox is 10 provisions, I believe. So he removed it, put in Daldu Lock, and then upgrading something else by 2 provisions. Plus he also had to run Succubus. He's also running Succubus. He might have one in hand right now. Yeah, there it is.
Relax.
And he uses Slizzard on that. Interesting. Alright, we just do this then. His V's at 19, I believe? Yeah, 19. His Noon Raid, so he played Goliath out.
These golden fields.
What's his last card? Is it another tutor? Also, his Double Cross, Royal Decree. He's hovering Slizzard, so he goes to the Consume on with the Barghest, and Heatwave onto my Igor. Okay.
I don't have a dirty mind.
Last words.
Alright. So we do win, and we set up our Succubus in the deck. Graveyard, sorry. Now, he Heatwaved our Igorn. I don't think he's running his own Igorn, so there's a Heatwave, there's a Succubus, there's a Barghest. Is this the best hand? I think not. I think we can go better. Yeah, Karen's nice.
It's not that I'm always waiting. It's you who does. Relax. Let me sweep your eyes away.
Larva, okay. So you play Karen into... So he has V in hand, right? So there's no way we win because we never get the chance to Heatwave it.
Oh. We're not done if you can still walk.
Oh, is that so? What do you have left? There's V. So I guess his last card is a tutor of some kind, right? Yeah. His V is pretty high, right? If he can play V, we lose.
I'm just a sexy little
I think.
fucked up machine.
Warquox pulls out our... Hopefully Maruna. Hopefully Maruna. Come on, Maruna. We win either way. Doesn't matter. Perfect. By 1 point, we win. Hell yeah. Perfect. See, that's the problem with V decks, right? Like, if you want to play V, you have to kind of fully commit into that strategy. He was trying to play a mix of V and Succubus, which, I mean, we still won by 1 point, but yeah, like, our deck wasn't optimized at all. So the fact that we won that just shows that a V deck needs to commit fully to V. It cannot sacrifice on anything else. He needed to run more tutors to ensure his V was as strong as possible. But yeah, pretty good. I think that's going to be all the games. We got an extra bonus 4th game in there. Got our daily quest done. So I'm just going to showcase, give my final thoughts on this deck. I definitely think that there is a very, I think there is a viable deck out there with Succubus. I don't think this is the one. I think this is very unoptimized. As you saw in the last game, we had to kind of rely on RNG luck to ensure we had Yrden in our hand so we could win round 2, right? If we didn't have Yrden, we would have lost. One of these two anyway, at least. We had Yrden, we got lucky, that's good. So I can see a suggestion to run Naglfar, potentially remove Maruna for it. Though I think Maruna is very strong in this deck. It allows you to steal an engine. It just, you know, it's a very nice tempo play, right? You could also cut Yrden yourself if you want, if you feel like Heatwave is enough. But the only reason I ran this card was because I was, again, going up against a lot of Dwarves, Assimilate, and this card is just so good against them. But yeah, like I can see you removing this, running Naglfar, and then upgrading maybe upgrading Noonwraith, maybe even removing Doldilok and running like another 9p card. You can run Defender maybe. You can run. It's actually not a lot of 9p cards I would recommend. I think, yeah, Curse Corruption is just terrible because you obviously go tall. But yeah, definitely do give this deck a try, guys. Let me know if you find a better optimized version. I'm sure as the days go by, people are going to start experimenting with Succubus, and they'll find a much better card. But I do think that this card is very competitive now. I think this is a very good card. A 5 for 5 that can potentially become basically a bronze Ruehin is always very good. So hope you guys enjoyed, guys. If you did, please show your support. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.